What on earth is going on in, EA Sports? Your game is broken. Kane walking in. I guess that we dim the lights here in Edmonton.
A few moments later.
Driving it in over to Savoy. Over. And there it is. Matthias Janmark. I was too deep in my net. I didn't get over in time. All right, 2:45 remaining to go. Leon Draisaitl over to Zach Hyman. Over to McDavid. What a passing play by the Oilers. There's no lights on, so how am I supposed to track the goddamn puck, dude? It is literally dark as hell in here, and McDavid will get his 10th of the season. It's honestly messing with me, I'm not going to lie. What an absolute hoax job by the NHL. As soon as the Oilers tie the game up, they turn the lights back on in Edmonton. What on earth, dude? Oh my god, it's rigged. I'm calling rigged all day, all night. The NHL wants to see Connor McDavid win. Unbelievable, dude. Number 4 on the... Oh, nice stick by the defenseman. Over to Domi, getting bodied, and I couldn't keep the play onside. Can somebody explain what's happening right now? EA Sports, it's not in the game. Why are we frozen? Okay, I'm going to pause, and I'm going to resume. Will that fix it? Oh my god, you're joking right now. You're joking. The game just froze. Literally mid-game. I was lining up for the draw, and this is what we get. Oh, this... I honestly don't even know what to say at this point. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We are live yet again, and today it's a special one. I'm going to be playing the greatest NHL video game of all time, NHL Legacy. Now, you guys probably don't even know what this game is. It's essentially NHL 14 v2 with updated rosters, updated gameplay, and it's the same exact game, but it came out, I believe, in 2016. This was the final PS3 NHL video game of all time, I think. The hell is NHL Legacy? It's NHL 14. Literally with updated rosters. It was released in 2016 when NHL 16 got released. Where do we go here? I'm trying to figure this out. Customize. I got to go to roster management. And we got to take a look at the players on every team. Player movement. Edit lines. Where do I want to go? Edit lines, jersey numbers, team rosters. There we go. Team rosters, NHL, baby. There we go. How are we today? We are back, and we are better than ever. Now, we can do a lot of different things here with NHL Legacy. We can play Be a Pro or Live the Life, which it was back then, which is extremely different than what we have now. We are going to do a season mode, so we'll simulate a full season, see what happens in it. And first, we got to show you all the rosters. We got to take a look at these rosters because they're entirely different than what we have today. Starting off with the Anaheim Ducks, a prime Corey Perry and Ryan Getzlaf are still here, 92 and 91 overall. Ryan Kessler is an 89. They got a young Cam Fowler on the back end with Sami Vatanen. We move on to the Arizona Coyotes. Oliver Ekman-Larsson is their best player at an 89, and the rest of their team probably isn't even that great. I mean, Shane Doan, franchise GOAT, 84 overall on the last legs of his NHL career. Take a look at Boston. I mean, the big three are still there. Krejci, Bergeron, and Chara, 91 and 288s overall. Louis Eriksson, the greatest trade in Vancouver Canucks history. Or was it a signing or a trade? I can't even remember at this point. Brad Marchand being an 85, low-key seems a little bit wrong. They got Torrey Krug, who's still very young. Dennis Seidenberg. Jimmy Hayes is there. McQuaid. The Buffalo Sabres, not much has changed. I mean, you see Evander Kane there, but they still are not a good hockey team. Future Conn Smythe winner and Ryan O'Reilly at an 87. Matt Molson is still on the team. Tyler Ennis, Zach Bogosian. Yeah, this roster overall was not the greatest. Calgary has Mark Giordano, 89 overall. He wins a Norris in 2019, so about 5 years into the future, even though he's pretty old right now, I believe. Where are the ages, chat? How do I look at the ages? Oh, there it is. 31 years of age. So he was like 35, 36 when he won the Norris, which is honestly pretty crazy. Season stats, I don't know how far it tracks. It actually goes back to 05-06 where he made his NHL debut. He was a solid defenseman. How do I get out of here? There we go. Yari Hoodler is on the team. A young Sean Monahan, Dennis Wideman before he absolutely took out that referee. The streets will never forget that. I'll never forget that, chat. Moving on. Carolina. Justin Falk, the best player on the Carolina Hurricanes, 89 overall. They got the Stahl brothers, Jordan and Eric, still on the roster. A younger Jeff Skinner who is yet to play in the NHL postseason. Victor Rask is here. Elias Lindholm, a young Elias Lindholm, chat. 20 years of age, barely even made his NHL debut. How is he looking? Let's look at his season stats. 17 goals, 39 points in his second season ever. He only, wow, minus 14. I mean, he was playing on a shit Carolina team. What am I even saying? You skip Goodrow. Did I skip Johnny Hockey, chat? Did I skip Johnny Hockey? There he is. Johnny Goodrow, 86 overall, 22 years of age. Fresh off of his rookie season where, honestly, he was pretty good. 24 goals, 64 points. He made the All-Star game. Did they make the playoffs? They did. They played 11 games in 2015. He had 9 points. He wasn't even bad. He was not even bad. R.I.P. Johnny Hockey, boys. All right, let's move on. Carolina, Chicago. The Dynasty Blackhawks, a 94 overall Jonathan Toews. Duncan Keith's a 93, a prime Patty Kane. Marian Hossa is still there. Yeah, this team is probably going to dominate the sim. Even though this was nearing the end of their dynasty, they're still a goddamn good hockey team. And of course, their starting goalie will be none other than Corey Crawford at an 88. I completely forgot to start looking at the netminders. Colorado has their captain and Gabe Landeskog, 89 overall. Matt Duchene still on the roster. Tyson Barrie, a young Nathan MacKinnon who is only 20 years of age. Still low-key kind of struggling in the National Hockey League, but I'm sure he'll find it out. I'm sure he'll figure it out, is what I should have said. Columbus, who does Columbus have? Oh my. Death, taxes, and the Columbus Blue Jackets not being a good hockey team. Dallas has a prime Jamie Benn and Tyler Seguin, 92 and 91 overall. Patrick Sharp's an 88. Jason Spetz is still on the roster. A younger John Klingberg. Jason Demers on the back end. And I believe Ben Bishop. No, it's not even Ben Bishop right now. It's Lettinen and Antti Niemi as their goal. It is Lettinen and Antti Niemi as their goaltending tandem. Seems a little bit bizarre in my opinion. When did Bishop go there? Was it 2016 after he made the Cup Finals with Tampa Bay? They went to Vasi and he went to Dallas, I think. Pavel Datsyuk, the best player on the Detroit Red Wings, 93 overall. He's 37 years of age and he's still an absolute demon. Putting up numbers, I mean, 26 goals, 65 points in 63 games. He was over point per game. And he wasn't even that crazy of an offensive player. I think his career high was 97 points. So that says a lot about how good Pavel Datsyuk was. Henrik Zetterberg still on the roster. Nicholas Kronwall at an 89. Thomas Tatar. Gustav Nyquist. Mike Green, who maybe isn't in his prime right now. 29 years of age. He scored 30 with the Capitals in like 09, I believe. 31 goals, 73 points is crazy back then. In the dead puck era. In the dead puck era, that's kind of crazy. I'm not going to lie. The Edmonton Oilers, a rookie Connor McDavid at an 88 overall. Taylor Hall's a 90. We got Eberle at an 87. Sekera is on the roster. Man, these were still the dark days in Edmonton before things started to turn around a little bit. The Florida Panthers, a complete 180 of what they have right now. Nick Bjugstad is listed as their best player at an 87 overall. Just think and compare that today. Compare that to what they have today. I mean, this roster is honestly shit. They got a Jaromir Jagr who was like 43 years of age, only an 86 overall. Aaron Ekblad's an 86. UC Jokinen still on the roster. Huberdeau is there. A young Sasha Barkov. The LA Kings have Drew Doughty and Anze Kopitar just like they do now, 93 and 92. Jeff Carter's a 90. Marian Gaborik still on the roster. They're only 2 years removed from winning the Stanley Cup. Oh my God. I completely forgot Milan Lucic played for the LA Kings. Don't be silly. Wrap your willy. Chat, you guys remember Milan Lucic playing for the LA Kings? Because I don't. I do not remember this man on LA. 18 goals, 40. I think this was the first season he went there. Lucic, quick. I don't know. I'm committing cannibalism on you for dinner. All right, Doughty looks so different. I mean, these guys are so much younger than they used to be. Doughty does look, he looks wild, I'm not going to lie. He does look a little wild. Ah, yes, this was back when EA used to heavily overrate Ryan Suter, 92 overall. He actually got a lot worse. In NHL 16 and 17, I think he was like a 95, 96. They always overrated his defensive attributes. Zach Parise is a 90. Palmaville's on the roster. I mean, death, taxes, and Minnesota being irrelevant. Lemorial, their best player is none other than PK Subban, 91 overall. Max Pacioretty is an 89. Thomas Plekanec is still on the roster. Andrei Markov, young Brandon Gallagher. Alex Galchenyuk before he decided, I'm just going to end somebody's bloodline. Zach Cassian on the roster before he headed to Edmonton. Jeff Petry's there. We move on to the Nashville Predators. Shea Weber, 93 overall. Yossi's only an 89. James Neal is still on the roster before he even went to Vegas is what I should have said. Philip Forsberg at an 86. Mike Fisher's an 85. Colin Wilson. Seth Jones still has yet to been traded to the Columbus Blue Jackets. New Jersey, this is a rough age for the Devils. Before they got like Jack Hughes and Nico Hischier, they went through a pretty rough stretch. Mike Camilleri being their best player. Adam Henrique at an 86. Green is there. Travis Zajac, a young Adam Larson. I don't think Martin Brodeur, or maybe, no, he's not there. Corey Schneider's a 90 overall. Damn, that just did not work out, did it, New Jersey? It really did not. Justo Kenobi, thank you for the $5 super chat. I should play NHL 2K6 and do goalie mode. I've never seen anything like it before or since. It's a completely different game at that point. Definitely will keep that in mind. Back in 2K6, they had goalie mode? That's crazy. John Tavares back on the New York Islanders before he absolutely snaked that team and they hated him forever. He was their captain and their best player at a 92. And yeah, I mean, you cannot really blame the guy for leaving Long Island. Look at this roster. This is what he had his entire tenure in New York. Rangers have their captain and Ryan McDonough, 90 overall. Rick Nash is still on the roster. They got Mark Stahl, who's listed as an 87. Chris Kreider's only an 87. Keith Yandel is there. Derek Brassard, Derek Stepan. Erik Karlsson, low-key, is not in his prime right yet, but maybe in a few seasons. He's a 91 overall, by far and away the best player on Ottawa. They got Bobby Ryan before all the issues with alcoholism. Kyle Turris at an 88. Mika Zibanejad before they traded him to the Rangers. Clark MacArthur, dear God. This guy was actually good when he was healthy. But I remember this guy barely ever being healthy. I mean, he had 55 points and 24 goals like a year before 2015. He was not a bad player. He was not a bad player at all. Jake Voracek and Claude Giroux. Damn, that was an era in Philly, was it not? Wayne Simmons, an 88 overall. Young Braden Shen, Sean Couturier, who honestly I didn't even know back then. He's only 22 years of age. A long NHL career ahead of him. We got Pittsburgh. A prime Sidney Crosby, best player in the game, 96 overall. Evgeny Malkin's a 92. Letang's a 90. We got Kessel at an 89. This is when they went back-to-back and they traded for Kessel and they started winning Stanley Cups. And of course, their goaltender is going to be Marc-Andre Fleury and Jeff Zykov. This guy won a playoff game. Game 1 against the Rangers in 2015, or no, 2016, my bad. Before Matt Murray took over, they had 3 different goaltenders play for them in that playoff run. That's kind of crazy to think about. They literally had 3 different goaltenders. He won that first game against the Rangers. I remember that. It was like 5-2, I believe. Crosby nipped one on the B-way. Joe Pavelski still on the San Jose Sharks at a 90 overall. We got Mark-Edward Vlasic at an 88. Brent Burns. This was the season that they made the Cup Finals, and I mean, for good reason. They were loaded. Low-key, they were a really deep team. I didn't really realize it at the time. And of course, they got Martin Jones as their starting goalie. Only an 82. I mean, after this season, he probably got a massive jump up to like an 86, but he's heavily underrated right now. Martin Jones was better than an 82 this season. That's for damn sure. Vladimir Tarasenko signed that massive contract. He's got 4.5 Green Star potential. He's a 91 overall at only 23 years of age. I'm going to be real. Safe to say he did not live up to expectations. Alex Pietrangelo is still the captain. Alex Pietrangelo on the roster at a 90. David Backes is the captain of the team at an 89. Kevin Shattenkirk still there. They got Alexander Steen, Paul Stastny. I was going to say Peter Stastny. Jay Bouwmeester. And then their starting goaltender at this time was none other than Brian Elliott. I mean, is there any other franchise that has been so borderline mid as the St. Louis Blues, Chad? Has that ever been a thing? St. Louis is probably the most mid team of all time. Justo! Thank you for the 2, brother. Marty Turco was on the cover of 2K6. I liked him. Marty Turco, damn. Kids don't know about them. Prime Steven Stamkos on the Tampa Bay Lightning. I mean, he's not even in his prime right now. He's only, what, 20? Actually, 25 years of age is not... He's approaching his prime right now, approaching his prime right now, fresh off of that cup defeat. Victor Hedman's a 90. They got Tyler Johnson at an 88. Ryan Callahan's on the roster. Filppula, Andre Palat, Nikita Kucherov. Look at the hairdo. 22 years of age, a young Kuch. I mean, what did he do this season? He was damn near... Okay. Nikita Kucherov was a 30-goal scorer with 65 points in 82 games. And only his second season in the NHL... And then in the playoffs, he was damn good. 10 goals, 22 points in 26 games. Young Cooch was putting belt to ass come playoff time. Toronto Maple Leaf fans, just close your eyes. You do not want to see this roster. JVR as your best player at an 88 overall. Morgan Riley's there. Joffrey Lupul. Dion Phaneuf is still on the roster. Tyler Bozak. Oh my, this was the year before they got Austin Matthews, so it's looking pretty rough. Their starting goaltender was Jonathan Bernier and then James Reimer. Those were the days in Toronto. Damn. Leaf fans, Julian, how do you feel about this roster, buddy? How do you feel about this roster? Vancouver also was going through a tough time. The Sedin sisters were aging, not as good as they used to be. Alex Edler was still there. They got Dan Hamhuis as their highest rated player at an 88 overall. Nick Bonino before he got dealt to the Pittsburgh Penguins, and then I think Bobby Lou. No, Bobby Lou's not even here anymore. It's Ryan Miller at an 87. Washington will have Alexander Ovechkin pretty much in the prime of his career at 29 years of age. We got Nicholas Backstrom at a 90. John Carlson's an 89. TJ Oshie just got traded, I believe. Matt Niskanen on the back end. Carl Alsner, Marcus Johansson, Justin Williams, Mr. Game 7. And a young white liquor man by the name of Evgeny Kuznetsov. Before the lines got the best of him. Before the lines got the best of him. And no, I'm not referring to hockey lines. Cocaina. All right, let's go to all skaters and Winnipeg. The Jets are honestly in a pretty ass spot themselves. Blake Wheeler's still their captain, 89 overall. They get Andrew Ladd on the team. Dustin Byfuglien, big buff man. If there's one player that I regret not having in the current day NHL, it's probably Dustin Byfuglien or maybe Pavel Datsyuk. One of the two. Tyler Myers in 86. Mark Scheifele's still very young. And is it Connor Hellebuck between the pipes? No, it's Andrei Pavlik and Michael Hutchinson. What a great goaltending tandem they have there. All right, let's look at some goaltenders, chat. We can look at some goalies here. Let's go to Anaheim. They had a young Frederik Andersen. The Ducks had Freddie Anderson at an 89 overall. Arizona was rocking Mike Smith at an 85. Tuukka Rask in his prime, 92 overall for Boston. Calgary had Jonas Hiller still between the pipes, 85 overall. The man's got to be damn near 40. He's only 33. Cam Ward is still in Carolina with a young Eddie Lack who really never reached his potential. Corey Crawford, obviously, for the Blackhawks. We got Simeon Varlamov for the Colorado Avalanche. They had a damn good goaltender. 89 overall for this Av squad is not that bad. Sergei Bobrovsky, 90 overall on the Columbus Blue Jackets. He's 26 years of age. Tell this man and tell that face he's going to win 2 Stanley Cups in the state of Florida. Kari Lehtinen and Antti Niemi for the Dallas Stars is kind of crazy. Jimmy Howard for the Detroit Red Wings with Peter Mrazek backing him up. Ben Scrimmons and Cam Talbot. Dear God, Edmonton, this was indeed a dark age. Roberto Luongo is in Florida, 88 overall. The LA Kings obviously have Jonathan Quick still in his prime at a 93. Devin Dubnyk is with Minnesota, as well as Darcy Kemper, a young Darcy Kemper. Why do I say young? The man is 25 years of age. Carey Price at the top of his game right now. 95 overall, fresh off of that Hart Trophy season, 28 years of age. And I mean, he probably deserves to be even better than a 94. This guy had a 196 GAA and a 933 save percentage. He was lethal. Very, very lethal. Pekka Rinne still in Nashville. The Devils have Corey Schneider. We got the Islanders with Yaroslav Halak. Henrik Lundqvist, the King, is still in New York. Craig Anderson for the Ottawa Senators. We got Steve Mason for Philly. St. Louis has Brian Elliott, of course. Ben Bishop and a young Andrei Vasilevsky. The man doesn't even have a picture. 21 years old. Came in relief in the 2015 Cup Finals. I mean, this dude has a very bright future ahead of him. Very bright future. But Ben Bishop, man, 88 overall. Is Ben Bishop one of the most underrated goalies of all time, maybe? He deserved that cup in 2012. Who deserved the cup in 2012? No! Where did I go? Fuck, I messed it up. I gotta close my door. All right, chat. Now that we went through the lineups and the roster and NHL Legacy, we're going to go ahead and we're going to do a season sim. And then I think we're going to do a little bit of the live the life. Yes, sir, indeed. So, let's go to season mode. I believe it's in play. Quick modes. Is it a quick mode? No, it is not a quick mode. Online career. It's career mode. Yes. Season mode. Let's do a new one. And let's see how this goes. All right, we're going to go NHL, skill level. We'll leave it on All-Star. 3 minutes. CPU trades, trade difficulty, starting rosters is all good. Rules, yes. All that's fine. Trade offer notifications, turn that off. Auto-rotate goalies, retire jerseys, sure. Don't care. Let's advance. Justo's dementia is developing. That's crazy. Can we select every team? We got the Pacific, the Central, the Atlantic, and then, of course, the Metro. How do you select a team? You have to have at least one control team. How do I begin mode? Chat, how do I grab it? Oh, my God. What is this? I don't want to do that. No, 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 no. How do I select a team, chat? It's not X. It's not square. It's not triangle. Definitely not circle. Substitute team. Begin mode. Oh, okay. All right. Let's take control of every single franchise. There we go. Figured it out. Can you do a Live the Life series? I think we are going to do a little bit of a Live the Life series. Maybe if it's only 1 year, I think we still end up doing it. WRL chat, do we do a Live the Life series in NHL Legacy? I think we do. All right, we got every single team. Let's continue on to the season mode. Can I say a swear? What? The Rangers would have beaten the Kings in 2012, to be honest. I wholeheartedly disagree. I think nobody was beating the LA Kings back then. What is going on here? Create new season? Do I have to save this? This is how the save data used to work back in the day, chat. That's crazy. We had to wait. I had to sit here and wait on my PS3 until it downloads all the data? What? That's how long it took to just save a single season. That's crazy. All right, here we are in season mode, chat. Customize. What can you customize? Edit player, save a season. Can you change their overalls? Do a whole career of Live the Life. It'll be fresh content. I'm not doing an entire career. I'll do a season. I don't think we'd make it through an entire career. That would be way too much. Frederick Anderson. Yeah, I don't think we can change any of their overalls. All right, so we're going to sim the season. How do you sim? I've not touched this. Calendar. Did we go to the calendar? Yes. Go to the calendar. Ah, yes, back in the day, through season mode, this is how it used to work. We had a whole calendar to ourselves. A lot more color on this calendar than what we have in the current day NHL 25. But now for the moment of truth, the moment that everybody's been waiting for. How long does season mode take to simulate an entire season way back on the PS3? How long is this going to take, chat? Do we like this layout more than... They actually have the All-Star... You know what? Chat, I'm going to stop simulation. I'm going to sim up to the All-Star game. Where is the All-Star game at? I think it's in January, maybe February. There it is, the 31st. It is the 31st. We're going to sim up to that day. I believe you can actually go in and watch the All-Star game. Back when NHL actually had an All-Star game. I experience the same saves to this day. Yeah, I definitely do not. I've not touched my PlayStation 3 in a long, long time. So, what do we want to talk about, chat, as we sit back, relax, and watch the sim engine do its magic? We're not even out of the month of October. Shows how lazy EA is. I mean, to be fair, back on PlayStation 3, this sim engine is not faster than NHL 25. It's not even close. This is 100% slower. I guess it's safe to say this NHL Legacy sim engine is not faster than NHL 25. We're still barely a month in, and we've been simulating for like 5 minutes at this point. Things not going our way. It ain't going our way. Doing NHL 17 be a pro, I'm good. NHL 17 be a pro is shite. How are you and Coco? We are doing well. Doing absolutely well. Like, this is top 10 traffic. Oh. I thought season mode... If season mode is this slow, chat, I can't even imagine how slow franchise mode is. It's probably even worse, to be honest. But we are going to see, at the end of the year, the best teams in the NHL. They're also... Chat, we also have a prospects game in season mode. You can literally hop in and see the top prospects play a game against each other. We don't have that a decade later. I have a goalie be a pro, 90 overall, waived 5 times in one season. Probably because you kept letting ones whistle by your ear, buddy. They whistled right by your ear. Oh my. All right, we're getting somewhere, chat. We're in the month of December. Unfortunately, I can't even tell who Anaheim is playing. But we're 16, 9, and 4 as the Anaheim Ducks. I hope EA changes be a pro for 26. So do I. I'm praying that that happens. And I'm praying that we get through this alive and we get to actually see who wins the cup at the end of the season. EA won't change shit. All right, maybe not. We'll see. I guess only time will tell, huh? 18, 11, and 4 in the month of December. We just passed Christmas Day as we march towards 2016, I believe. Will you play Chell soon? I'm not playing Chell at all, brother. I am hopped in and locked in to NHL Legacy. I couldn't even do that on the stream, chat. I would have to completely unplug my splitter, replug in my capture card, plug it into my PlayStation 5. Nah, it wouldn't work. Not work. They won't update Be a Pro until they get the NCAA rights. They're not going to get the NCAA rights. I know that over the last year, NHL 25 was the 3rd highest selling game in Canada. I did see that. And honestly, NHL 25, I don't think it's worse than 24. It's not a horrible game. There's some bad parts of it as well. But I actually like the gameplay-wise, gameplay aspect-wise, I actually really do like NHL 25. Probably my favorite in the last like 4 or 5 years, since like NHL 21 maybe. 23 shit, 24 even worse. 25 gameplay feels a lot smoother, especially with the added in Mohawks. All-Star game. Look at this, man. Look at this. Unbelievable. A decade ago. Today is the All-Star game. Would you like to stop the simulation and play the All-Star game? EA Sports, please. Listen to your fan base. We want to have the All-Star game back in NHL 26, and we want to be able to play it. Please. I'm not going to hop in, but I did want to show that for sure. All right, we also have the trade deadline approaching. And we got to go to the end of the season. So the end of the season will be like the 14th. Sim up to current day. Do I hate pricey pond hockey? I do. Did I enjoy the UFC fights yesterday? Of course I did. I enjoy every UFC fight card. Play? I'm not playing, chat. We are simulating. I'll play when I do live the life. That's when we're going to hop in. And we'll be able to hop into probably the Stanley Cup final games for the season sim. We'll be able to get that done. No trade deadline event. This is there. What? Oh. I should play the All-Star game for nostalgia. Well, we got enough of nostalgia here. I don't really feel like playing an entire game. Unless it's live the life, count me out. I hopped into some games earlier, and man, the gameplay. We have a massive upgrade in 25 compared to what we were using back then. It just felt a whole lot faster, if I'm being honest. You read it wrong, bro? I think you typed it wrong, brother. Best UFC game is UFC Undisputed 3. That is a good game, yeah. I remember playing that game back in the day. Back on the PlayStation 3. Was that the one with Brock Lesnar on the cover? I think Brock Lesnar was on the cover for that game. Pretty sure. All right, we're actually close to the end of the season. Positive news. Trade deadline's coming up in a few days. If you keep simming, you will pass to cancel and go back. Nah, we'll continue. Don't need to worry about the trade deadline. I still play it. No, Silva was? Right, Anderson Silva. What was the one that Brock was on? It was UFC Undisputed, I think. Thanks for calling out your spam, Bella. Damn, she got banned. Rips in the chat for Bella. Banned by Justo Kenobi. 34, 23, and 6. Yeah, this sim is painfully slow. Can you imagine if I was like a YouTuber back in the day trying to do the same content I'm trying to do now? I would not be able to do anything, dude. With how slow it would take to just get through a single season, this content would not be available back in the day. New sound effect, I heard that. Ban Laddie. The fact you can't even skip Pricey Pond Hockey is embarrassing. Yeah. Definitely. I think if you're going to add it in for 5 straight years, the least you could do is have it so we can skip the goddamn cutscene, right? My favorite newest NHL game was 21. Mine might be 25. 25 is a pretty good game. Way better than 24. Way, way better. Not even remotely close. NHL 24 was trash. 23 was even worse, to be honest. I don't even know. You're comparing shit to shit. At least 25 is an upgrade. That's positive. We're trending in the right direction. We just need NHL 26 to be even better than 25. That's all we need now. 24 makes me so mad. Yeah, I'm never going to play that video game ever again. NHL 23 and 24, I probably will never touch ever again. 21 was low-key fun. 21 was fun. It definitely was. That's when they added in the new Be a Pro mode, and it was fresh at that time. It wasn't repetitive, and we all enjoyed it. All right, how do we go? We go to Stat Central, I believe, and team standings. Here we go. At the end of the season, the Tampa Bay Lightning, they're going to take home the President's Trophy. 52 wins, 24 losses, 6 in overtime for 110 points. The Oilers, with a rookie Connor McDavid, is going to come in second place. They won 51 games with that roster? No way. The Red Wings are very good. We got LA up here, Calgary, Winnipeg. Toronto was top 7. I guess the EA Sim engine really has not changed in a decade. If we take a look at the bottom of the NHL, the New Jersey Devils were the worst team in the entire league. They only won 28 games. Vancouver had 31 wins. San Jose was pretty bad, even though they made the Cup Finals in real life this season. Arizona at the bottom. That sounds familiar. Carolina, Colorado, and the Chicago Blackhawks. The dynasty is over. No dynasty left in Chicago. All right. Player stats season, team stats season. Oh, player stats, right? This is what I want to go to, I believe. All skaters. Can I go the entire league? How do I go the entire NHL, chat? There we go, NHL. All right. Tyler Seguin will have the most points in the National Hockey League with 105 on the Dallas Stars. Him and Jamie Benn were a dynamic duo back in the day. Jordan Eberle came in second with 88. We got Claude Giroux, 87. Datsuk had 85. Backstrom, 85. Where is Sidney Crosby? Zetterberg, 81. Patty Kane was not even point per game. Ovi had 80 points. Tavares. Mike Ribeiro had 79 points on the Predators. Crosby, a very disappointing season. 26 goals, 77 points in the middle of his prime. I mean, the dude is better now. On the goal side, we got Taylor Hall potting the most in the NHL with 52. I guess the Edmonton Oilers were just insane in the simulation. Alexander Ovechkin had 49, Tarasenko 47, John Tavares with 43, Patrick Kane had 42, Jeff Carter's still kicking the can, Thomas Vanek is having a pretty good season at 39 goals. And for the goaltenders, I know why now the Edmonton Oilers ended up being so goddamn good in this simulation. No, never mind. No, I don't. Ben Scrivens had the most wins in the NHL at 42. This guy's like, what, an 84 overall, having 42 win seasons, clawing and dragging the Edmonton Oilers to the second spot. Ben Bishop had 40, Tuukka Rask 39, Braden Holtby was good. If we look at the save percentage, Connor Hellebuck at the highest, although he didn't play a lot of games. He only played one game. The best save percentage in the entire NHL was none other than Ben Bishop. He had a .933. And the most shutouts will go to Jonas Hiller, who ended up having 8 on the season. Jonas Hiller had 11 shutouts on the season. Ben Bishop with 8, Steve Mason 8, Corey Crawford had 6. This was back when NHL goalies and video games were a lot better than they are today, and way more impactful as well. They were just completely different. Awards, playoff tree. I guess we'll look at the playoff tree now. And now on to the Stanley Cup playoffs in 2016. This was the year that the Pittsburgh Penguins went all the way and won their second cup in the Crosby era. This time, it's probably going to be a little bit different. All right, so how do we sim now? We control every team, right? Let's take control of the Edmonton Oilers. Considering they're the best team and my favorite team, we're going to take control of the Oilers. We're going to sim here and see how this goes. Ben Scrimmins, almost forgot about him. He had potential, but never panned out like most Leaf goalies. I like 20 and 22. Shut up, Leaf fan. You don't even like the game. You just like the cover. My brain isn't functioning without an energy drink. Well, stop having so many, and maybe your brain wouldn't be craving it. Kids, man. No situational awareness whatsoever. The brains are not fully developed. I give you 5 out of mercy. Next time you get 24. Damn, Justo laying down the law. Laying down the law. Are we moving to the second round now? Let's look at the playoff tree every round. Game menu. Chat, low-key, I kind of like this menu system a little bit better. I'm not going to lie. It's obviously a whole lot slower, but I kind of like it. It's honestly... Why do I keep saying honestly? It reminds me a lot of NBA 2K. We now have 4 playoff series remaining. Edmonton, Calgary, Winnipeg, St. Louis, Philly, and Pittsburgh. That is going to be a bloodbath. And then the Lightning versus the Red Wings. Hold up a minute. Battle of Alberta, Philly, and Pittsburgh. Some divisional hatred. I'm all for it. I am all for it. Curtis Joseph, Felix Potvin, Ed Belfour. Leafs usually have good goalies. No, they don't. Name one this century, Leaf fan. Name one this fucking century. We end up losing? We ended up losing, dude. No way. We got swept. We got our asses swept. Damn, dog. Chad, I spent so many hours in this mode, in Be a GM mode back in the day. Oh, man. Just giving me so many good memories. 18 was the first game I played. I had fun with it. I also liked NBC broadcast that EA had. Yeah. It was whatever for me. I play the hockey game to play a hockey game, not the broadcast system. And then there were 4. Calgary and St. Louis, Detroit, and Philadelphia. We can see the entire playoff tree, too. I kind of like how it, okay. Calgary. Yes, the Flames. Calgary Flames. Calgary and St. Louis. Let's get by here. Is this the Legacy Edition? It is the Legacy Edition, yes. The greatest video game, NHL video game ever. It is NHL 14, but better. Updated rosters. And updated gameplay as well. It just improved. It's literally NHL 14 V2. This season, IRL, no Canadian team made the playoffs. Right, you are right, yes. I had no idea what you meant. And now in the Stanley Cup Finals, the St. Louis Blues up against the Detroit Red Wings. What a very weird Cup Final, if I'm being honest. Very, very weird. NHL 14 on steroids? Pretty much, yeah. It's literally NHL 14 copy and pasted with updated rosters and a little bit better gameplay. All right, let's go to Detroit. Can we sim game by game? Can we do that? How slow is a sim? Oh my god. Let's see, game 1. Let's sim a period. 1-1 tie. All right, second period, a 4-3 lead for the St. Louis Blues, and they are going to take game number 1, 6-3. We got goals from David Backes, Vladimir Tarasenko. Lehtera had one, Thomas Tatar, Zetterberg, Justin Schwartz, Jaden Schwartz. Why am I saying Justin? That man plays in Edmonton, Pasta. This is a little bit weird. The controls are a little bit different, so I got to get used to them. Dead Wings in the finals in 2016. Yep. NHL 25 is 80% less off the steroids as it has less of these things in the game. Okay. How long is it going to take to... Okay, I'm not hopping into another game. until we actually hop into one. Until somebody goes up, maybe 3-2, something like that. All right, so St. Louis, we get a 1-1 split after the first 2 games. Oh my God. At this time, we had young Mitch Marner in the system before all the Leaf fans hated him. Yeah, I remember those days. Mitch Marner was your Lord and Savior. All right, best of 3 now. A 2-2 series tie. We win. Okay, Detroit has an opportunity on home ice. Or in St. Louis, never mind. The Red Wings have the opportunity in St. Louis to win the Stanley Cup. Up 3-2 in the series. Entering the third period, they got themselves a 1-0 lead thanks to Pavel Datsyuk. All right, how do I resume the simulation and how do I... Okay, sim speed. Let's go to 8. Oh, no. Oh, my God. No. Slow down the sim speed, please. Resume simulation. 8 is way too high. I think we got to go... I got to slow this down. This is crazy. 7 minutes to go. I want to hop in for sure. Oh, wait. St. Louis, they cut the lead. Make it a 1-goal game. I'd say like 4, maybe 3 minutes left in the hockey game. It's only a 1-goal game, so it's definitely doable. All right, let's hop in. Pause the simulation and intervene. There we go. We're just going to go... Can we go coach mode? No, you cannot go coach mode. All right, I'll go... Not going to select any sides. That's all fine and dandy. That's okay. Goalie mode, no. Rules, that's all good. Gameplay settings, visual settings. Let's go true broadcast as the camera angle, and let's continue. All right, chat, let's see how this is. St. Louis comeback, we'll see. We shall see. NHL 14 was a good game. Did not really need to change much. Nope, it did not. It was a great game. The greatest NHL video game of all time. How long is this loading going to be? Here we go. Late stages of the third period. It is a 2-1 lead for the Detroit Red Wings with the opportunity to raise Lord Stanley here tonight in St. Louis. We got broadcast mode on. We're going to see how the computer AI looks way back a decade ago. As we got a minute remaining in the third period. Smith goes back for it in the zone. The Red Wings just trying to kill this one off. Henrik Zetterberg, what are you doing, Zetterberg? Why are you shooting at your own net? Here comes Thomas Tatar the other way. 50 seconds left to go in the game. Protecting the puck. Cutting to the middle. Shot. Who just got taken out? Brian Elliott, we got ourselves a fight? Are they not going to fight? 45 seconds to go. Somebody's got to drop the mitts. We got a gong show here in the Cup Finals. Holy fuck. Who took out the goaltender? Who took out the goaltender? I think I got to go back and see who took out the goaltender. Brian Elliott got absolutely mollywopped. He was just trying to make the save, and then here comes Henrik Zetterberg. Was that Zetterberg? It was Gustav Nyquist that came rushing in against Brian Elliott and just completely took him out. There has to have been a call on the play. There has to be a St. Louis power play. That's insane. I don't understand it, chat. I don't understand. That was a gong show. That was an... Look at the graphics. Oh, my God. We get stick figures in the crowd. Stick figures in the crowd is crazy. We have 4-on-4 out of all of that. Are you kidding me? Brian Elliott got destroyed by Gustav Nyquist, and he got let off the hook. All right, 40 seconds to go here in the third period. The Blues trying to mount a comeback, trying to win. Oh, my God, nice hit there. Stastny feeding it to the middle. Back to the blue line. Nice save by Jimmy Howard. The Blues are going for it right now. The Red Wings trying to clear the zone. They can't do it, though. All Stastny. Down low, Stastny. Back to the blue line. Kevin Shattenkirk. Rebound. He skies it a little bit too high. 20 seconds to go. Tip. Rebound. And Howard will grab that puck. Oh, my. We are in a situation here, chat. How much time left? 18 seconds to go? 18 seconds to go. Can the Red Wings hold on and win the Stanley Cup? Thomas Tatar, you got to get the puck out, buddy. Tatar rims it around. That is something computers do not do in 25. Back, Pietrangelo. Nice save by Howard again. The final 10 seconds. Shattenkirk moves over Petro, saved by Howard, and it does not matter as the Detroit Red Wings are going to go all the way and win the Stanley Cup. Ended up beating the Blues in 6 games. They get it done in a resim of the NHL in 2016. Back on NHL Legacy, which essentially was NHL 14 V2 upgraded, better than ever. And we had a very odd Stanley Cup final, but nonetheless, the Dead Wings back in this era, they were not dead. Pavel Datsyuk, Henrik Zetterberg, and add a Stanley Cup to that list as they go all the way in 2016. The Conn Smythe Trophy is going to go to Pavel Datsyuk. 11 goals, 30 points in the playoff run. He was very, very good. And then the Stanley Cup to Henrik Zetterberg, the captain of this team. And for one final time, he's going to be able to raise it as the Red Wings, they go all the way. That's it. That's it. That's all we get for a Stanley Cup celebration. Oh, I forgot. I completely forgot how shit the Stanley Cup celebration was in this game. Brian Elliott got first star of the game, Jimmy Howard second, and David Backes third. Damn. Where's Apple Cider at? He's missing an historic moment. He's never seen his team win a Stanley Cup. But, he will today. My goodness. That is crazy. The Red Wings go all the way. That was actually fun gameplay to hop into and watch, chat. I'm not going to lie. I like that gameplay. Turn the replay of the goalie getting body slammed into a YouTube short. I probably should have done that, huh? Too late. All right, how far do we have to simulate until that goes through? All right, let's simulate up to this day. This game is a W. This game is a W. There it is. Season mode is now complete. We can do a complete recap, right? Stats Central. Player stats, playoffs. There we go. Detroit, no, we're going to go to the entire NHL. Let's see who led the league in scoring. Datsyuk actually had more points than Zetterberg, even though he ended up winning the... Pavel Datsyuk had the most points in the playoff run. No surprise there. 30 points in 22 games. Tarasenko had 29. Gustav Nyquist with a nice 23. David Backes was solid for the Blues. Jake Voracek put 13 goals in 18 games for Philly. Alex Steen was solid. Claude Giroux did his thing. Zetterberg definitely chipped in for the Dead Wings. Where are the awards at, chat? There's the awards. Here we go. Is it the same as what we had now? Stanley Cup, President's Trophy, Clarence S. Campbell, Prince of Wales, Art Ross. Okay. Tyler Seguin is going to take home the Art Ross Trophy, the Hart Memorial as well. We got the Norris going to Drew Doughty, Lady Bing to Tyler Seguin, Calder to Connor McDavid, My Pookie. Conn Smythe, obviously, to Datsyuk. Ben Bishop's going to take home the Vezina. The William M. Jennings will go to Jonas Hiller. And then finally, the Selke Trophy to none other than Pavel Datsyuk, the Magic Man himself. Oh, and the Ted Lindsay to Tyler Seguin. Datsyuk's going to win the Selke. We got the Ted Lindsay going to Tyler Seguin, and the Maurice Richard to Taylor Hall. As we go ahead and complete the entirety of the season mode, I think it's time for some Live the Life. What do y'all say? Ones in the chat if you guys want to see some Live the Life. I need to see a 1 in the chat. All right, how do I get out of here? How do I exit? Quit season mode. Save and exit. Get me the hell out of here. Get the hell out of here. I keep getting this delusional Leaf fan on my For You page. He said that Edmonton and Florida are going to be the worst teams in the league. Why do you even pay attention to him, brother? I have a feeling that the President's Trophy next year will be an upset in the first round. Oh, we'll see. We shall see. Do a Leafs Live the Life? Chat, I got... Now, this Live the Life, you can be an NHL player, which I think we take advantage of. I think we do a new pro. I believe now it is time to hop into one of the greatest modes ever in NHL video game history. Live the Life. New pro... create pro, live the life. We can literally be an NHL pro, chat. Quite literally, we can be whoever we want. So you know what I'm feeling? You know what I'm thinking? You know what I'm feeling? Let's go over to here. Edmonton. Centers. Is he not in the... No. Not Edmonton. Yes, Edmonton. 90, no, the 80 range. Where is it at? Filter, player list. Back in the day, you could actually become an NHL player and be a pro. EA, this is probably one of the most requested things you got to bring back. Let me play as Connor McDavid in the NHL. Please. We expect you to get 57 apples, 82 points out there, 158 shots, 21 goals. They'll be happy. You also used to get challenges from your team that you had to do pretty much every single season. They want McDavid to get 57 apples, 82 points, 21 goals, and finish top 10 in the Calder Trophy voting. Which, obviously, we can do all of that. What is this game, chat? This is the greatest NHL video game of all time. Now, I'm going to keep it on probably Pro. I haven't played this game in a while. Game style's fine. 20-minute periods is okay, I guess. Be a Pro settings. Classic. Do we want to change shifts? No, we'll change shifts, yeah. Pro, custom. We can bump it up if it gets a little bit too easy. Penalties. I want to lower the penalties a little bit. Penalty time scaling as well. I'm going to completely lower that. Best of the 7, yes. Retired jerseys. Be a Pro simming penalty off. Be a Pro camera angle. What is the fixed camera angle? Is that the close-up one? It might be. Wings Cup Cider. Yes, you missed it, brother. The Detroit Red Wings won the Stanley Cup. And now we're going to be doing a Connor McDavid Be a Pro in NHL Legacy. What NHL is this? This is NHL 14 V2. Funny enough, a lot of people don't even know that this game existed. It was the final video game on the PlayStation 3 era of NHL video games. They stopped making them after this one. This got released, I believe, alongside NHL 16. And it was essentially just NHL 14 with updated rosters and better gameplay. Can you play the actual NHL 14 next, brother? This is NHL 14. Get the fuck out of here. What can we do? We can upgrade. Passing, puck control. What about skating? Skating might be the thing I want to upgrade. Oh, skating's already at 99, right. Let's do balance. Upgrade our balance a little bit. Defensive awareness. Let's get that up there. As well as aggressiveness. Offense, I'd say deking we probably need some. Maybe a wrist shot. No, we can't do wrist shot. Puck control. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it. Athletic, though. There's nothing else we can spend. Purchase and continue. Yes, alongside NHL 16. Ooh, what is this? Likability meter. Yeah, the dismiss and never show again. This is essentially, they just brought back Live the Life in honestly a shittier version. We have a made-up list of expectations we expect you to meet. Your playmaking skills are a big asset to our organization. Indeed, they are. Indeed, they are. Now, McDavid should comfortably make the NHL roster, so I'm not really going to be worried about it. What is this? Oh, my God. Connor McDavid pre-game interview before his first ever career. This is a monumental moment in your career. Is it starting to kind of hit home with you that you're about to step onto the NHL ice for the first time ever? It's tough to say because I definitely do not want to be a part of this organization. Okay, McDavid is not saying that. I'm extremely nervous. I may have to visit the bathroom before game time. Flames will be starting Yoni Ortio tonight. I'm not worried at all. Fuck that guy. Beating your rivals never easy. How do you expect to beat them tonight? I need to play as good as I can. This is only preseason. This is only preseason. Is this a disc game? No. I bought this game in the PlayStation Store. I do not have a disc for this game. Don't worry, we have you penned in for the pro roster. I thought it was pinned in. Penned in's probably the same thing, but whatever. All right, so we can simulate preseason and just go to the regular season at this point. Preseason is yellow markers, right? Yeah, all right. Let's sim up to St. Louis, who we make our debut against. Can you still buy from the PS Store? Yes, you can. This is back when career mode was still good. The only shitty thing is it only tracks 4 years. Like after 4 years, it wouldn't track any other stats. It would just go to the last 4 years. It's kind of crazy in my opinion. Cider, if you are going to try to buy it though, brother, you might have to go online on like your computer or something, go to your PlayStation account and add funds that way. I don't think you can add funds on PS3. I don't think that's the way I had to do it anyway. Or no, yeah, I had to buy gift cards. I had to buy PlayStation gift cards and add them to my PlayStation. Did I do it online or in my PS3? I can't even remember. All right, let's get through preseason so I can hop into a game and try to tear up NHL 14 V2 Be a Pro. Wait, like card info and stuff via online? Yeah, I tried that and it didn't work for me, so I had to buy a PlayStation gift card. I just buy the disc. You could buy the disc. I don't know how many discs are going to be laying around of NHL Legacy, though. I don't have a PS3. Wow, rips in the chat for that guy. Absolute rips. Off-ice event? Oh my god. We even used to have I mean, these off-ice events, they don't have anything on going to the museum with your teammates in NHL 25. On your latest road trip, you're walking back to your hotel room and you notice a few of your teammates by the door. You walk slowly towards them and confront them. Why the hell would I confront them? I'm going to get in on the prank. F it. There we go. You prank your roommate, but the prank damages the hotel room. Your management is not very happy at the damage caused. No, management goes down by 5? Oh, no. Rips in the chat, laddie. That's not good at all. That is not good at all. You're about to suit up for your first NHL game. What is going through your head right now? Not tripping once I step onto the ice. There we go. Okay, so buy a gift card and then buy from that. Yes, buy a gift card and then add that funds to your PS3. All right, so before we hop in, I do want to look at the lineup. Is it under team news? Practice mode, view lines. All right. Here we go. Luckily, Connor McDavid's going to be starting as the #1 center on this hockey team. 88 overall. We get Taylor Hall and Jordan Eberle as my line mates, which honestly, I'm not even going to complain about. Did I add in Pekka Pasta? Pekka Pasta is not a part of this universe. All right. That's kind of good, I'm not going to lie. All right. Can you go to edit player? How do you edit your player? Quit Be a Pro, My Pro. There it is. Edit Pro. This is crazy. 88 overall as a rook. Holy damn. I may or may not have increased him from an 84. Or was he at an 85? I think he was an 85. I may have upgraded him a little bit. I mean, it's deserved. The man had the 3rd highest points per game as a rookie. And there he is, the man of the hour, Connor McDavid as a rookie. Imagine playing a Be a Pro career mode as a real NHL player, EA. That's my man, McDavo. That's my man. And also, you used to be able to just go here and test on the ice when you created players. You could hop in and see what they look like in real time. And you could do whatever you want. Oh my god, what a save by Ben Scrimmins. What a fucking save. What a save by Ben Scrimmins. Backhand. All right, let's hop into some gameplay. Let's hop into some real gameplay. Damn, he looks fresh. He looks young. He looks really, really young. All right, season expectations, career performance, career statistics. You can request a trade, and you can also retire, which you could not do in NHL 25. All right, enough waiting, chat. We're going to hop into the 3rd period of my very first hockey game ever. All right, first period, 1-1 tie. Second period, we got ourselves a 2-1 lead. All right, game sound's got to come on. Jerseys, that can stay the same. All right, I have not played Be a Pro in a hot-ass minute, chat. This might be a little weird. Let's hop in. Click retire? Maybe I should, eh? We could have chosen Jaromir Jagr. That would have been cool, too. Battle for the league and division titles and hot. Man, even a decade ago, they were heavily promoting Hockey Ultimate Team. Fuck. All right. Here we go in the 3rd period of Connor McDavid's NHL debut. Just like in real life, he's going to be starting in St. Louis against the Blues. Now, McDavid didn't get a single point in his actual NHL debut. Let's see if things can be different here with me controlling him. All right, we get the fixed camera angle, which I don't know if I like or dislike so far. We are going to be seeing how that goes. All right, I got to hover the play. McDavid, where's that speed at, buddy? Here we go. McDavid, he's going to get the wheels moving. Move it up to Jordan Eberle. Eberle finds McDavid in the slot. Connor trying to take a shot. I can't do it. Luckily, I'm going to have some pretty sick line mates in Taylor Hall. And Jordan Eberle, yes! There we go. First apple of McDavid's career as Taylor Hall will bury it. And he makes it a 3-1 hockey game. Beautiful. Absolutely. It's so quiet. It's so insanely quiet. It was PS3 Pro or whatever, straight in the dumpster. Is Zetterberg Career Sim going to go crazy? You got to do it. Yeah, hold up. It'll take me 20 years to get that one done. Chat, could you guys not hear the game sound at all? Let me crank up the volume a little bit. All right, arena music, menu music, crowd volume. I'm gonna ramp up. Goal horn volume, I'll leave it like right there. There we go. That should be good. The simming is so long, Cider. Oh, dude, it's unbearable. It is absolutely unbearable. All right, let's see if that's a little bit better now. As we sim to our next shift. All right, is that another McDavid? No, that's Nuge. The Nuge, baby. All right, sim to next shift. What a start for Connor McDavid in his NHL career. Now, we got the lead over St. Louis 3-1. We're probably only going to be doing one season. Oh, McDavid off the bench. Here we go. Connor McDavid through the middle. Oh, no. I'm going to get... Oh, nice. McDavid blazing speed to the outside. Trying to rip one short side. I couldn't get it to go, though. Taylor Hall is down low. He couldn't get the puck. McDavid, you got to get back, buddy. You got to hustle back, Connor. Back check, forecheck, paycheck. Get out of here, dude. I'm hard on that back check. McDavid knows what he's doing. Oh, no. Oh, no. Centering it. Steen takes a shot. Scrivens. Nice save by Ben Scrivens. Trying to pick that puck up. I don't know where it's at, though. Back to the blue line. Alex Pietrangelo takes one. Shot. Saved by Scrivens. He's going to play that puck, though. The thing is beating like a heartbeat. Move it up, please. Horrible turnover. Jaden Schwartz coming into the zone. I got to cover the third man high. All right, McDavid, that's your puck. Oh, no. It squirts free. Schwartz. Justin, can you find me? Here we go. Connor McDavid. Into the middle. McDavid. Nice move to the outside. Can I protect that puck? Protect that puck, McDavid. No. All right, we got it in deep. That's good news. We can probably go for a line change. What kind of pass was that, Leon Draisaitl? I don't even think that was Leo, chat. Let me try to get a better camera angle. I don't really like this camera angle. Visual settings. Fixed. Action. Ice. Classic. Let's go to ice. Fuck it. That was Yakupov. I thought it was Leon. My bad. All right, let's see what the ice camera angle looks like. Slim Nuge, young Nuge, eh? All right, how good is this ice camera angle? Honestly, I don't mind it. Don't mind it at all. Oh, dude, what are you doing, bruh? All right, we are still leading 3-1 here in the third period as the Edmonton Oilers trying to protect this lead. I changed the camera angle a little bit. I don't know if I like it or I don't like it right now. I can't really decide. McDavid, trip. Oh, no, I fell. I'm down. Oh, dear God. Here we go. McDavid with a blazing speed. Couldn't go. Couldn't grab the puck. And the St. Louis Blues so far have been controlling this hockey game. All right, move it up to me. Oh, my God. The pass. Okay, this is something I remember. And the nostalgia kind of faded a little bit, but it's coming back to my memory. The passing in the old NHL video games were not good at all by the computers. They could never put it on your tape. All right, McDavid, I want that puck. McDavid wants it, boys. The young stud of the franchise wants the goddamn puck. Fuck. The pad save sounded like a gunshot. Oh, no, we got somebody fighting? Who the hell is dropping the mitts? David Backes and Benoit Pouliot? What the fuck? Oh, no. Oh, no, laddie. Come on, Benoit Pouliot. Beat his ass, laddie. Beat his ass. All right, well, Benoit Pouliot got his ass beat, and I could not care any less. All right, let's sim to the next shift. David Backes and Benoit Pouliot. Holy throwback. Indeed it is. I got to get a goal here, chat. I got to somehow get a goal. I can't even get the puck right now. All right, still 10 minutes to go here in the third period. I have a feeling these sims or these third periods are going to be a lot longer than what I do. Oh, up the middle, up the middle. Benoit Pouliot, come on, dude. How slow is your passing? McDavid's going to shadow that puck. I'm just going to try to get open for my team right now. Up the middle. Up the middle. McDavid streaking through the middle. Connor McDavid takes a shot. Nice save there by Brian Elliott. Getting board played in the corner. I'm going to play that puck up. No, I'm not. Never mind. All right, McDavid, get back on the back check, buddy. We've been doing a lot of that this game. Get out here. Big poke by Connor. Connor feels so incredibly fast, dude. I feel really, really quick. I feel really quick indeed. Oh, no. Shot. Blocked. Yaskin. Oscar Clefbaum losing the puck. Edmonton is a disaster in their own end right now. We cannot play defense as McDavid's spinning around everywhere. We have another fight. How many fights are going to go on during NHL Legacy? I don't understand. You tried? I definitely did try. Who is this? Nikita? I don't even know who's fighting. Is that Jay Bowmeister? I think it's Jay Bowmeister. Come on, beat his ass. Beat his ass. Please. We can't go 0 for 2. We can... Oh, my God. Well, we went 0 for 2. We definitely went 0 for 2. Why are we getting our ass kicked right now by the St. Louis Blues? We're lucky we're leading this hockey game. Otherwise, it would have been a fucking disaster. All right, one thing I do got to do. Lower the fighting in this game. Fighting is crazy. Fighting. Let's lower that fighting a lot. We don't need any fights. Any more fights, at least. All right, 9:40 left to go. Let's sim the rest of the game. Let's simulate the rest of the game. Got to go past the see ya. Thanks for coming out, buddy. Appreciate it. Chad, do we turn this into a series and make a Connor McDavid be a pro? All right, 8:15 left to go. Find me, Taylor Hall. Taylor Hall. Oh, my God, dude. A foot behind me. McDavid in. Oh, no. My first NHL goal. The game on my stick. I couldn't do it. I thought that was going to be offside. I'm not going to lie. I paused for half a second because I thought the play was offside. Taylor Hall gives it over to McDavid. McDavid. Going to wait. Play back to your blue line. Rip it. Shot. Save. Rebound. And it's in. Jordan Eberle makes it a 4-1 game. And the Edmonton Oilers should be fine. Oh, my God. I didn't record any of it. Oh, my God. Rips in the chat for me, chat. Rips in the goddamn chat. We made it 4-1. Would watch the shit out of it. All right. What the hell is the XP about? I got no idea, brother. I'll be honest. We make it a 4-1 lead now here in St. Louis as the Blues look to be losing in Connor McDavid's debut. I've yet to score a single goal. I've yet to really have any impact on this hockey game, but I'm going to try my best to get my first one in the big leagues, baby, in the National Hockey League. Only 6 minutes to go here in the third period. I'm playing center, so I got to cover the front of the net. I got to go pretty much everywhere. No. Cover the slot. Pietrangelo takes a shot. Rebound. Nice save, Ben Scrivens. Nice goddamn save. Eberle. Nice. He kicks it up to me. McDavid with a blaze of speed. McDavid coming in, waiting. No. I'm going to wait. To the backhand. McDavid, protect that puck, buddy. Oh, yeah, McDavid in the slot, wristing it, and there it is. Connor McDavid, his first ever NHL goal is an absolute beauty as I snipe it home on Brian Elliott. What a goal, chat. What a goal. A beautiful snipe to get McDavid on the board. Somebody grabbed that puck. That was magnificent. That was beautiful. Bro did like 9 fist bumps. Is he okay? He's great, chat. That's something I forgot. Sailing back in the old NHL video games are so much better. So much better. What are the boys going offside for? Brings back memories when 2BC first started out. What year is this from? 2016. Brian Elliott, why is he getting a highlight package? He's on McDavid's highlight reel, if anything, right now. Dude's been a bum this game. It's 5-1. Fucking dominating them. All right, we got 4 minutes to go. McDavid, I think, has a goal and maybe 2 apples in this hockey game. Up the middle. Up to McDavid. All right, McDavid has it. McDavid to the outside. Oh, that is not the right move. I tried dancing in, but I couldn't do it. I still have it, though. McDavid, oh no, I'm running into people. Get out of there, McDavid. Protect that puck. Protect that puck, Connor McDavid. You're faster than everybody. Hall, back door, trying to give it to him. He can't bury it. Shattenkirk, get out of here. The Edmonton Oilers hungry on that forecheck. A bright future ahead. The McDavid era just beginning here in Edmonton. They're for sure not going to go all the way. Back-to-back cup finals and lose twice in a row, right? All right, McDavid picks that puck up. McDavid through the neutral zone. No. This is me. This is all me. Get out of my way. This is me. This is McDavid time, baby. I'm starting to feel myself. I'm starting to cook. All right, let me go for a line change, laddie. Let me go for a line change. 2BC started 2014. Nah, he started like NHL 09, NHL 10. He started a long time ago. Bro tried a Zetterberg deke. I did. Less than a minute remaining. An NHL debut for Connor McDavid. What a debut it's been so far. Dominating the Blues. Oh, no. Baby McDavid. Pete's up the middle, buddy. What are you doing? It is not pizza night. I repeat, it was not pizza night. Why does that guy look like Nathan McKinnon? Benoit Pouliot. Well, he's getting a highlight reel for fighting? What about McDavid scoring a first ever goal? What happened to that? Oh no, Kevin Shattenkirk wristing one. Nice save, Ben Scrivens. Nice save, brother. Move it up. Taylor Hall. Saucing up to McDavid. McDavid's going wide. Watch this. Speed. Speed to the outside. Centering it. Oh my, it almost got there too. 30 seconds to go. I mean, I potentially could get another goal, but more than likely I'm going to finish my NHL debut with only one goal in the marquee. McDavid in the middle. Find me. Ebbs. Finding McDavid. Oh, trying to go blocker side as I get laid out and get put into the net. I'm going to get open. Eberle, he's getting laid out. No. Kevin Shattenkirk, get off of him, buddy. That's my teammate. You ain't going to do that to my teammate. The final 10 seconds are going to wind down the clock. McDavid the other way. McDavid bombs one away as the Edmonton Oilers are going to win in Connor's debut in the National Hockey League as we absolutely dominated the St. Louis Blues. Doves in the chat, baby. Doves in the chat. McDavid, Matthews, arc. There it is, chat. Our debut. Rate that out of 10. Rate that out of 10. Keep putting that puck in the net. Good positioning out there. Watch the turnovers. You got to do a better job in the faceoffs. Like, get the fuck out of here. I'm a rook. I am a rookie, lad. I am a rookie. You've been lacking on uploading every single day. Brother, I do not upload every single day anymore. That was never good in the first place. It's literally almost August. What video have I not made already that I'm going to end up making? My upload schedule has been pretty much the same for the entire 2025, I think. We get uploads Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, and then live streams on the weekend. Friday, Saturday, usually no upload. Sunday, we get an upload in. NHL 09 wouldn't let you do a goalie be a pro on the PS2, but you could on the Xbox 360. Damn. All right, so NHL debut done. I'm very happy to report you've reached a milestone. Nice, thank you. Appreciate it. You love to see it. You love to see it. All right, can we back out now? How long is this going to take? How long is this going to take? We're so deep into the offseason, past that to switch to a different game. You are correct, brother. You are correct indeed. There is a reason why I'm playing NHL Legacy right now. Is it a relief to get your first goal in the NHL? Monkeys off the back, I guess. That's probably the only relief, right? Coach didn't pull in mid-game, so that's got to say something. I'm going to rip Ben Scrivens. I'm going to So why does my family go up because of that? Because I'm ripping one of my teammates? What? What can you do that you haven't already done? Exactly. I got new ideas, but I'm saving them for NHL 26. Ain't nobody watching NHL 25 content in the summer, chat. It's the yearly cycle. Nobody watches the content in the summer. Luckily, September is rolling around very shortly, so with an NHL release date in September, doesn't sound too bad to me. All right, let's go. Let's do like some key matchups, like Pittsburgh. There we go. On the road against Sid for the first time ever. Let's do that game. Be a pro simming penalty should be off, so we're not going to get sent down or anything. And we're an 88 overall, so we should be able to sim pretty well. Impressive night for Ben Scrivens. Yeah, there we go. We'll gas him up. We're going to glaze him a little bit, chat. We'll glaze Ben Scrivens. How are you doing today, Pasta? I'm doing well. What about you, brother? How are you today? I should probably change the title of the screen. Or the stream. The screen, dear God. The beginning. NHL Legacy B. Live the life. I'm going to go live the life. Live the life. There we go. NHL Legacy Live the Life. Number 1. Numero uno. Impressive night for Ben Scrivens. Why am I just getting the same things over and over again? It feels like not much has changed in EA. How are you? Doing well, Ryan. What about you, brother? We're trying to sim up to our matchup against Sidney Crosby and the Pittsburgh Penguins. McDavid versus Crosby. First ever time in the NHL. I mean, you got to get that one on video, right? You had a very strong performance tonight against the Flames. I feel like you step it up against a big rival. I'm ready to play every night. How about that? I'm ready to fucking play, baby. Taylor Hall was injured. Oh, no. Rips in the chat for Hall. That's a massive loss for us. Scrivens, yeah. I guess Ben Scrivens is the future of this franchise, apparently. How many episodes are we doing this series? We're only going to do 1 year. However long that takes me, I guess. So we'll see. We shall see. Alright, so now we're in October. We're actually having a good start to the season, 4-2. But, again, a lot like... there's a lot of dead weight on the team. The GM needs to make some moves. Oh, my God. You could really be a villain back then, huh? We're pretty much running into the same problems that we have in NHL 25, which is way too many cutscenes back to back to back where you can't simulate more than 2 games in a row without getting a cutscene, it seems. Something like that. All right, Past, I'm going to head out now. Appreciate it, bud. Thank you for coming out. I am trying to get through the simulation. I don't even know if we're going to get a year done, chat, with how slow this is. I don't know if we're going to get this done. This is going to be tough. Oh, my days. This is worse than 25 simming. Yeah, this is rough. This is very, very rough. We're going to be sitting here for a while. Just absolutely relaxing. Taylor Hall has just returned from injury. I didn't even realize Taylor Hall was injured. There we go. He's not like he's vital to the Oilers. I'm just ripping Hall right now. I mean, the dude's going to get traded next year anyways for Adam Larson. Not a concern in my opinion. Oh my God. How many fucked? I got 4 of them. Oh, I don't even care. I don't even care. Well, I can see they took the same, what is the word I'm looking for? Same platform? No, fuck. I can't talk. I literally can't speak. Holy shit. They got the same perspective on Be a Pro. They're just going to throw a bunch of conversations in your face. Yeah, we're only at the end of October now. That was a full month of simming. Why am I getting notified about every little injury on my team right now? Fuck. Well, the medical staff has cleared Nail Yakupov. I do not care. Older technology means slower simming. Take the good with the bad. Justo, this is not just bad, buddy. This is unplayable. How long? Okay, finally, we're going to get to November 6th where we can play Sidney Crosby. Wonderful. We'll see if we can even make it through a season and be a pro. We'll see. Hello, Pasta. What is up, Hudson? How you doing, buddy? Latest trip. You have an off day. Refuse to do the dare. Yeah, fuck off. You know, you guys ain't hosing me. No hazing going on here. I'm a rookie, but I'm the face of the fucking franchise. You better treat me with some respect. All right. We get a date with Destiny against Crosby and the Pens. Please, let me free. Raw, Tim Hortons. Are you in Toronto, Hawks fan? Damn. All right. First period up against Pittsburgh. We got ourselves a 2-0 lead. Any goals by McDavid? No. Benoit Pouliot and Taylor Hall. Second period. 4-2 lead. All right. Crosby and the Pens up against the Oilers. Do we have an alternate? Ooh, let's throw on the alternate jerseys, chat. There we go. So we're still with Hall and Eberle on that top line. Nice. Love to hear it. All right, it's game time, chat. First matchup against Sid. First matchup against Sid. Connor McDavid, for the first time in his NHL career, has the opportunity to go up against Sidney Crosby and the Pittsburgh Penguins on home ice in Edmonton. There they are, against each other on the face-off circle, and McDavid snaps it back, baby, up the middle. All right, McDavid's got to make a message. He's got to send a message here. Oh my, toe drag, sending it. Oh no, Connor, are you okay, buddy? Connor got laid out, laddie. All right, fuck off. All right, they put Gino out there immediately. They know Sid cannot handle McDavid's shot. Nice save there by Marc-Andre Fleury. Chris Letang getting bodied by McDavid. McDavid's going to throw the body every chance he gets, man. He's not afraid to do it. Here comes David Perron the other way. Perron saucing it to the middle to absolutely nobody. Get there, Connor. Get there, McDavid. These guys just keep running into me right now. I'm trying to wait and find my opportunity. I find I'm chasing a lot more in this NHL Be a Pro. Like, I don't have the puck. That is offside, computers. What are we doing? That's a brutal offside, man. And now I'm off the bench. Yeah, I feel like I don't have the puck nearly as much as I do in 25. I don't know if that's my own fault, but it is what it is. 18-17, still a 4-2 lead for the Edmonton Oilers, as it looks like Pittsburgh's head coach already does not like the matchup of McDavid versus Sid. So Gino is tasked with guarding Connor McDavid. Here I am, McDavid waiting. Fire one, Marc-Andre Fleury with the nice save. Good save, Flower. Good save, buddy. Damn, some quick-ass shifts here in Edmonton. Coach does not want to play me for too long, huh? All right, let's sim to next shift. Got to be honest, the simming to next shift is pretty similar to what it is now. All right, we are back out there. I've barely gotten any opportunities so far. Come on, skate, you fat ass. Get to the bench, please. I'm gone. Somebody find me. Somebody saucing up. Oh, my God. It was almost on my tape. Almost on the stick of the best player in the world. Eberle saucing it up. McDavid all alone in the breakaway. McDavid gets tripped. Get in. Is that a penalty shot? Am I going to get a penalty shot against Sid and the Penguins? I don't believe it. I'm really about to get a penalty shot. I'm really about to get a penalty shot. This is crazy. This is insane. McDavid, penalty shot in his first game against Crosby and the Penguins. What can he do? Here we go, McDavid gliding into the zone. McDavid deking back and forth to the backhand. No, Marc-Andre Fleury, you bastard. You beautiful bastard. That was a shit move, I'll be honest. I don't know how he made that save. All right, let's win that. Oh, my bad. I forgot to wait on the draw. I guess Crosby's going to snap that one back. All right, you're going to move it over to Letang. Letang. Nice. Eberle, back to me. Eberle, no. Eberle! Yeah, there we go. A slap shot from the blue line will extend our lead to 3. Shout out Jordan Eberle, baby. Getting shit done. Flower post. I'm back, boys. I've never seen that in Be a Pro where your pro gets one, not going to lie. Really? The more you know, eh? The more you know. All right. 16-17 left to go. Come on, let me grab a goal here, EA. Definitely going to take some time getting used to the new controls. Not new. The old controls of NHL 14. All right, Jordan Eberle. Play that puck to me. Ebbs. Out. McDavid, what are you doing, buddy? You got butterfingers? Crosby, get out of here, Sid. That's my puck, Sid. That's my puck. I can't even see myself. Where am I at? Oh, no, McDavid, you got to get back in the play, brother. You got to get back in the goddamn play. Backdoor feed. All right, we're curling. We're curling. Hand it up to me. Here we go. McDavid to the outside, to the inside. Deking. Backhand. Oh, I tried to sky it. And why do I always fall every single time I cut to the middle? McDavid with the moves, man. You can see the promise is already there. This guy has a load of potential, and I just laid out Sidney Crosby. F him. All right, this is McDavid time. This is McDavid time. Who went offside? Who the hell just went offside? I want to know who it was. Fuck. Who's going offside on me right now, man? Is the OKC Barons still the Oilers AHL team in this game? I think it's Bakersfield. Pretty sure it is Bakersfield. Fuck, that's so disappointing. $12 minutes to go. Nice shot there from Gino. McDavid's wide open. Up the middle of the counter. McDavid wants it. Here we go. McDavid the other way. McDavid cutting the middle. Wristing a shot. Flowers going to make the easy save. It looks like... Oh, nice. Connor McDavid takes that puck. He's got room. McDavid, backdoor feed. Oh, my. What a snapshot from Jordan Eberle. Oh, walking out is me. Ah, far side again. How are we not scoring on Marc-Andre Fleury? I want to hit somebody. I really want to take out my anger on this game right now. It's just... I mean, I'm struggling to get a goal. This is an unfamiliar territory for me. Nice pick there, McDavid. Here we go. McDavid the other way. Going to the outside. Into the inside. Deking. Waiting. Firing. Short side. It was there. It was most definitely there. That's interference. That's got to be interference on me, Sid. He's going to lose that puck. Cross ice. I should probably go for a line change. Probably go for a line change for sure. That'd probably be the smart move to make. Barons lost their team after NHL 15. So yes, they are gone. Why am I getting center ice faceoffs if nobody scored? What is this, EA? 10 minutes to go. The Pittsburgh Penguins are going to dump it in. They are down by 3. The Edmonton Oilers so far have been very, very good as McDavid skates after that puck. McDavid striking, in, waiting, protecting the puck, protecting it, still protecting it, still protecting it. McDavid trying to walk in, trying to do something with the puck. All right, let me just use my speed. Let me use my speed right off the crossbar as I get laid out. I gotta start using my speed a little bit more. I'm one of the fastest players on the ice right now. Ben Lovejoy. All the way up to Gino. Nice steal by Connor. McDavid on the counterattack. Here comes McDavid. Ahead of steam. McDavid driving the net. I tried to get by him. I couldn't. Out in front. Out in front. And there it is. A beautiful pass from Connor. And Taylor Hall will bury it. Beautiful. Why'd you quit the Chell stream last night? What do you mean why, brother? Because I was done playing. That's why. It was finito. What a pass by McDavid, and what a finish. In NHL 25, I don't know if the computers are going to one-time that like that. I don't know if they buried that. I'll be honest, I don't know. Getting a lot of apples, but I'm not scoring a lot of goals right now. It crashed, though. What crashed? All right, still 7:20 left to go here in the third period. The Edmonton Oilers holding on to a 4-goal lead. We've been dominating the Penguins. Ian Cole, shot, saved by Scrivens. Up to McDavid. Can somebody find Connor? Connor has got all the speed in the world. McDavid in the middle. McDavid shooting. How? Get in! There is no way that puck stayed out of the net. How on earth? That is my same exact reaction, McDavid. How'd that puck stay out? There's no fucking way. There is no way at all. There's no way at all. There is no way this puck stayed out. McDavid in the slot. What did he do? How did it stay? Oh my god, it's on the line, dude. How does that puck stay out of the net? Are you kidding me? I thought for sure that would have been a goal, man. Why is it so fast, too? Oh my god, it's incredibly fast. Holy shit. I really did think McDavid had the corner picked, but he could not beat the goalpost. Unfortunately. Let's get the fuck out of here. CPU so much better in this game? I wouldn't say that. I would not say that. Sim to next game. No, I wanted to get a thumbnail of McDavid. Where's McDavid at? McDavid. Are you up on the wall here, buddy? There's Connor. Connor, what are you doing, buddy? You're sky high right now. Sky high Connor. I don't know what he's doing. I have no idea what he's doing. He's just looking to the sky, I guess. All right, we'll get a thumbnail next time. Still 7 minutes to go. The games are a little bit longer. The games are definitely a little bit longer. 5:40 left to go as Connor McDavid comes right back out there onto the ice, trying to make immediate impact, even though we're up 6-2. Penguins have not really done anything. Nice hit, Andrew Ference. Move it up to McDavid. What kind of a pass was that, buddy? That was not even remotely close to me. Not even remotely close. Where are you going? Benoit Pouliot, get the hell out of here. McDavid's going to beat out that icing. All right. I'm in the zone. All alone. Go to the back of the net. All right, I'll take it. Shot. Why do I fall every single time I take a shot, dude? It is unbelievable. McDavid just got to stay on his feet, laddie. Try to get back on the back check right now. 4:40 left to go here in the third. McDavid is rovering around right now like Ben. Oh, and there it is in the back of the net. Ben Lovejoy, speak of the devil. He's going to bury it. McDavid is off in his own little world. He is, yeah. Off in his own little world is crazy. What a shot. I guess the computers, they love doing those one-timers. Passed on back. What's up, dude? How you doing? Trying to have some fun right now. Trying to have some fun, laddie. All right, let me free. Please let me free. Nice save there by Ben Scrivens. All right, Stahl. Where are you going to go? No, David Perron. They want to find the middle. I know what the computers want to do. I'm trying to get a little bit of a breakaway here. I don't think it's going to happen, though. The computers are usually back. Up the middle. McDavid. Oh, steal. Speak of the devil. McDavid in. McDavid. Can't bury it on Marc-Andre Fleury. Unbelievable. I thought for sure that would have worked. No. I'm going to open up a little bit. I'm going to stop. McDavid putting the jukes on everybody. McDavid short side, and I get laid out again. I'm getting tossed around like a toddler right now, dude. 2:20 left to go. I had a B-way, and I couldn't do anything with it. That is unbelievable. Taylor Hall, find me. Shorts. Over to McDavid. McDavid. The other way, McDavid driving the net. No. Fake. Behind the net again, using his speed. McDavid using it. Using his speed. Shooting. And it's in. There it is. Connor McDavid will bury it. And it's in the back of the net for a 7-3 lead in the third period. Finally, we got it done, baby. That Selly system is way better, chat. Way, way better. It is not even remotely close. I gotta get a screenshot of that. I need a thumbnail. Whoa. Do we got like two audios going on right now? I think we do. Can I mute the game audio? Mute it, please. There we go. You guys can still hear the game audio. All right. Let me grab a thumbnail of McDavid on one knee. That was filthy. That was absolutely filthy. All right, where's McDavid at? There he is. Let me get a filthy one of McDavid going down on one knee. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. It's McDavid time, baby. It's McDavid time. That's more like it. Connor McDavid doing his thing. Why does it go so fast? All right, let's continue on. How much time left? 1:46? I don't know if I get another shift in the game. I don't know if I do. When will this video be out? I don't know. We're not even finished of it yet. 17 seconds to go in the third period of a blowout as the Edmonton Oilers have dominated so far the Pittsburgh Penguins. What is going on in our own end right now? Oh, Gino, sit down, buddy, you fucking filthy bum. Hurrah, nice save by Scrivens. And the Edmonton Oilers are going to dominate their way to a victory up against the Pittsburgh Penguins. Oh my God. What a time to be alive it was. The start of the Connor McDavid era. Yeah, this video is probably not going to be out until like August. I'm backed up for a while, chat. I got my uploads good until the early August, like the 3rd or the 4th of August, I think. Let me see. I'm like a week or two ahead on uploads, which is good. I love being in that sweet spot. Getting a week or two ahead. It's beautiful. Holy fuck, Connor. There's only 8 seconds left, bud. I drilled Gino Malkin. Absolutely laid his ass out. He deserved it, though, chat. He 100% deserved it. 100% deserved it. Not gonna lie, I am having fun, like, playing the actual game. The simulating is the tough part because it takes so long. Everything takes forever to load. But the actual gameplay is pretty fun. Was this a game where you could add your own music, or is that feature gone by now? I have no idea. I never really got into that, so I'm not sure even what video games had that, to be honest. I think it's before. I think it's like NHL 09 maybe is when you could add music. I think. I'm not sure. Lots of uploads, laddie. That's a lot of losses. There's a lot of losses. All right, what do we got? 7-3 win is not too shabby at all. How long is this sim engine going to take? All right, who do we want to play now? November? Do we want to play the Blackhawks? Not really. Pittsburgh? No. Toronto would be cool. Playing the Leafs at the Air Canada Center? That would not be bad at all. I wouldn't mind that. MLB 2K13, you could, but it would keep playing after you close the game and it was loud. Justo, these kids have no idea about that at all. Own up to what you have done? I guess so. Run past them. What kind of conversation is this, dude? That's crazy. We need a Yakupov career revival. Nail Yakupov. I think I'm honestly probably going to do a Connor McDavid be a pro career. Bro, it's real time in game. It is real time, yes. Huge upset. We weren't well prepared, I guess. Safe to say the same outlook is on NHL 25. Same blueprint. That is what the word I was looking for all that time ago. They have the same blueprint of just spam conversations in your face, non-stop. That's what they want to do. Off-ice event, I don't fucking care. I don't care about these off-ice events. I had a disturbed version of Shout for my walk-up music. Oh, man. Get me out of here, please. We're going to make some changes due to injury. Why are you telling me? I'm just a player. I'm just a rookie, man. I am literally just a rookie. This is something we can do, though, chat. We can do an entire career mode. Not an entire career, but we'll do a season, I guess, of McDavid with the Oilers. Try to make the playoffs. Probably not going to play a lot of games, but we'll sim. And I can even sim some on my own to speed up some performance. Did we win? Yeah, did we win? Or nah? Because if we didn't win, I don't really care. It's all about the wins and losses right now. It's all about the wins and losses. 12-5-2. I mean, it's a strong start to the season. We're in November. Not horrible. Not horrible at all. Yeah, we're going to be here a while, chat. Just watching this slow-ass sim engine. Chat is dead. Game is dead. Oh, man. The sim engine's making everybody leave. That's crazy. Capitals are 10-7-2. Yo, fun. Holy dead chat. Is the chat alive right now? I don't think so. I think the chat is dead. This is what the summer does to me, man. The team is hosting a skate for a few minor hockey league players on the same day. Don't care. Do it for the children. Do it for the kids. Chat's dead because no one watches NHL games in July. Unfortunately, that is the case. Still trying to figure out what I could do in the summer. Let the veterans keep poking fun. Tell the veterans everyone is equal. Yeah, we'll do the Julian approach. We're going to take the Julian approach and try to tell everybody to calm the fuck down. Other games for summer? Nah, nobody's going to watch me play any other game, though. That's the thing. Everybody knows me for playing NHL. Detroit Red Wings won in the shootout. It is what it is. I don't care. All right, you know what I'm going to do, chat? I think I'm going to put up a poll live on my YouTube on whether or not we continue this series. Whether or not we do a Connor McDavid Be a Pro career. We can do a season in NHL Legacy. The poll will be live probably some sort today at some time. There's a slow sim engine comparing to NHL 24. I mean, we're a decade behind, brother, but we will come back to this, and we will continue it at a later date. So, I appreciate you guys coming out. If you didn't already, make sure you hit that sub button, subscribe to the channel, join our Discord. Link is pinned at the top of the chat as we march towards NHL 26. GTA 4, and I'll catch every stream unless I'm working. GTA 4 might be on the horizon, but I appreciate you guys coming out. I thank you all for watching, and until next time, don't be silly, wrap your willy.